Well, Dr. Shane Robbins with the Kershaw County School System sticking around to answer a couple of your questions. One viewer, Dr. Robbins, just point blank says, is it safe for my kid to go back to school tomorrow?
You know, that's really a difficult question to answer, because what we do know about the virus is it affects people differently, especially if you have an underlying medical condition. What I would say is as long as their child sanitizes their hands, if they want them to wear a face mask for that extra level of protection, then I would obviously encourage them to do that for their own peace of mind. And all those things are great risk mitigating factors that I think makes it safe for a child to be in our buildings.
Dr. Robbins, we had another viewer just write in and ask, is virtual school still an option for students in Kershaw County?
Yes, so we started this year with a virtual academy, and we still have vacancies or spaces if people want to transition into that environment because they think it's best for their child. But there are limitations that the State Department placed on us in terms of the percentage of our overall student body that could be learning in a virtual environment. We set that cap, and we still have, based on the grade level, but we still have about 200 vacancies where we could accept kids and children into that program.
A viewer sent me a message a short time ago asking, why are you starting so early this year?
So one of the things that we talked about 3 years ago when I first got here was shortening a summer and including a week-long fall break in October for our staff and our students. It's a long run from August to Thanksgiving break, and so we think it'll be good for them, be good for our families. The other thing that research-based decisions would say that and suggest, it helps mitigate the summer learning loss that can occur with some children and minimize the amount of time we spend on remediation and reteaching and recovering content we had ended the previous year with. So a balanced, modified year-round calendar is something that we think is going to be very advantageous for our school district.
We spent a lot of time talking to you about the challenges. There are obviously a lot of opportunities as well with this start of the new school year. What are you excited about?
You know, I'm number one, I'm excited to have nearly 98% of our students back in a face-to-face environment. What we do know is a number of our students that were learning in a virtual environment struggled without that contact with their teacher on a daily basis. And so we think that's very important. We also think it's important for the social and emotional growth and health of many of our students to be around their peers and have adult mentors in their presence. And so all those things are exciting to get kids back in our buildings so that we can work with them and help them progress.
All right, Dr. Shane Robbins with Kershaw County, thank you so much.
First district in the Midlands to go back to school tomorrow.